Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day 1. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in 2nd place. And there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous 4-time champs and feel the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the 4-time tag team champions?
The following contest is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
The New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over. This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jey, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, We're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
You win these, you make a case as one of the best teams ever.
Remember, this match is under Tornado tag team rules. A 2-on-2 match with the pinfall and submission has to happen inside the ring. It's over.
We're going to shut this down. Jimmy Uso with an easy kick out. It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
With the Samoan Drama.
So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
Usos challenging the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. New Day chose this Hell in a Cell match. Very heated rivalry at the top of the Tag Team division. What a kick right to the gut.
This cell is meant to contain all these superstars, but that's not to say this cell
For the title, new champ. That breaks the count. This match continues on.
Short clothesline hits its mark.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Kick finds it.
Well, that'll do some serious damage. Super kick! Into the pin. Title on the line. Oh, strong kick out at 2 from the champion.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist. And they're not finished yet. Spine first again.
The challenger unable to stay out of harm's way. Shoulders are down. To retain. Quick shoulder up.
I was not expecting that from him at this point.
Oh, and he gets discarded out of the ring. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It would be a very proud moment for the O'Reilly family if the Usos can capture Xavier Woods rocking the top rope.
Incredible elevation from the big man.
2, and he fights it off.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
And now Big E is stalking, sliding back into the ring.
Stump puller lights.
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good. Talking to Xavier, he told me that one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match. Late pin, championship on the line. Oh, I thought the champ had it.
Getting dangerously close to ending it all there. Oh boy, come on, not the chip.
Able to evade the clothesline, looking for a pinning combination. Shoulders are down.
They kick out at only one. Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
And each of these lethal maneuvers have got to be taken a toll.
So many dangerous attacks, one after the other, making it difficult to regain any composure.
Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
The champion taking even more of a beating here.
Could be getting into a dire situation soon.
And planted them with a well-executed DDT. Drop kick in the corner.
Perfectly executed.
Elbow drop. And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That heart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks. that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley's accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley!
For the first time ever, we have a Women's Championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history, and tonight she has the opportunity to make even more history.
Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Naomi put a stop to that. Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a three-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said She needs her title back. A factor to consider in this match is that Naomi took some time off.
Perched up top. Whoa, look out.
Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring. Nice drop kick. That was just disrespectful.
Oh, my God.
Headed to the top rope.
Now's the time to beat the count.
She's back in the ring, ready to get back to business.
Double axe handle.
Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment.
And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here.
Just stretching out the arm. Byron, you've talked a lot about this change in Bayley and how people can't believe that this is the type of person she's turned into.
Well, it comes down to career frustration. Bayley is frustrated with her career progression. The way things were when she was hugging and smiling.
It's not about frustration, Saxton. It's about realization. Bayley realized she never got the respect that she deserves from the WWE Universe.
And Bayley's resolve might be wavering here.
And Naomi continues to somehow...
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Bayley realizes that Naomi wants to pick up the speed of the matchup. The champion refusing to allow that to happen.
Bayley climbs the turnbuckle.
Bam!
Naomi feeding off the WWE up high.
Whoa, hold on. Things turn around quickly. On the top rope now. And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry.
Naomi finds her target with that one. Shining Wizard!
That's right, Naomi. Keep bringing the glow.
Okay, she's taking her showboat a bit too far at this point.
Bayley might want to focus on her opponent more than the crowd.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Looks like a rope break stopped the count. The rope's coming to her rescue there. Uh-oh.
Vicious knee drop.
Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts. Off the rope.
And she reversed it.
She's managing to get some control back now.
If Bayley was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, that could be it. Vicious backdrop suplex. Title in the balance with the pin.
We did it! We have a new champion!
The SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Alpha, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Alpha and Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano at a combined weight of 645 pounds, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
And the announce table's getting a makeover.
That's not very feng shui.
That definitely says more chaos to me.
Suddenly we've got front row seats to this thing.
I don't think we want to get any closer. What kind of person does something like that to another human being? Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control.
Lift off! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off.
Corey, I gotta know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Alpha and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
An opponent and a double axe handle smash.
Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common among wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train, it's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
I mean, come on. Who bites someone?
You gotta do whatever it takes, Saxton.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
Oh my gosh, that's gross.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
That's how you unleash brutality. Find the animal in you.
He's headed to the top now.
Lift off.
Are you kidding me? How is that allowed inside a WWE ring? And we can talk on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Just speaks to the animosity of play.
Hot top into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Oh, man, he is fucked.
Uh-oh, stop in the spot. We know what's coming next. Slides out the back door, and he's free.
He'll make his way to the ring.
Oh, runs right into the table.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Hot top.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise. Headlock applied, toss their opponent.
Hot top into the Samoan drop. Incredible. That's it. Alpha just ended things.
Looks like he has something planned with this table, guys.
I don't want to know.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
There was some power behind that punch.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question. The future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Mello and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wesley.
NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man.
Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign.
Well, after what Mello and Trick just did to Wesley, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again.
We saw him at Clash at the Castle 10 days ago where he cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Universal Championship.
Well, as far as I'm personally concerned, Sikoa isn't welcome around here. Mello needs the night off.
Well, Mello talks about wearing the biggest crown in the WWE, but it's Sikoa who sits at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, he wasn't exactly invited to sit at this table now, was he?
We said to expect the unexpected. Is this title match going to happen?
Now, this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness. Mello had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wesley. But Mello and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Mello-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline get even more gold tonight?
Solo Sikoa already with the strategic advantage, taking Hayes by surprise and challenging him for the North American title.
And the Street Champ needs to continue to be unpredictable if he wants that championship. He's got two sets of eyes watching his every move, so he needs to outmaneuver both Mello and Trick to succeed. He has him lined right in his sights.
Oh, what a headbutt. Let me point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ. He prepared for Wesley or a night off. Now he's not getting either? This is ridiculous. The advantage is clearly in the hands of Solo. Each shot landing with a little bit more venom. Boom. Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Brought down with a roundhouse. Sikoa in command, and you gotta wonder if Mello is regretting his words, regretting his...
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Mello taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Solo has the mindset to destroy anyone in the way of him in the NXT North American Championship.
Ooh, clothesline delivered.
You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns.
And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated top NXT names like Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, and...
Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of a submission here?
Exhibiting, and he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold. The face has been planted.
Boom, Solo with a timely counter.
Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes. You cannot deny the impact Trick has had since he joined his childhood friend's side.
Yeah, that decision to bring Trick Williams into NXT 2.0 changed the trajectory of Carmelo Hayes' career. Trick told Melo 12 months ago, forget about pandering to the NXT universe, just focus on yourself. And that was the day that Melo truly became the A-champ.
We saw Solo Sikoa join the Bloodline just 10 days ago. But this bond between Melo and Trick might be even thicker than blood. Momentum clearly on the side of Sikoa.
And it looks like Solo has all the answers for Carmelo at this point. Ooh, sharp elbow.
Some mental chess here from Sikoa.
Oh, look at this. So ruthless.
What a main event this has been for the 1-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show. Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Spinning Solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
Sikoa just absolutely...
Winding up.
Samoan spike. We might see a new champion crown.
Makes the cover.
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Solo is your new champion. And is the North American title now going to SmackDown? This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
You know Sikoa was given his marching orders from the head of the table. Don't leave NXT without the gold. Well, mission accomplished for the newest member of